Dear friends and colleagues, I am Balakrishnen Rajagopal, UN Special Rapporteur on Adequate Housing and Professor of Law and Development at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I welcome this opportunity to express my views on the housing rights situation in Chile, following my speech last year at the Conference on Housing First, organized by the Chilean Ministry of Social Development and Family. As an academic and UN rapporteur, I now welcome the recognition of the right to adequate housing in the constitutional draft passed by the Constitutional Convention in Chile. The right to adequate housing has been one of the central social and economic rights in the constitutions of the Global South, from Mexico to India during the first half of the 20th century, and from Colombia to South Africa towards the end of that century. Housing as a constitutional right and in constitutional adjudication has been at the forefront of transformative constitutionalism in the Global South. In recent years, responses to neoliberal urbanism, widening inequalities, and social injustice have been framed by social movements and others in the language of housing as an important human right, but also in terms of the right to the city to capture the structural dimensions of housing, urban planning, and the city as a common good. It is with great satisfaction that I see this trend reflected in the Chilean constitutional draft. Chile and Peru were the last two Latin American countries without a constitutional recognition of the right to housing, and this could now end in Chile. If the constitution is approved, Chile would also become the world's second constitution recognizing the right to the city. The article on housing is comprehensive, including core elements of the right, such as adequacy, accessibility, affordability, and cultural appropriateness. It also includes specific elements like the obligation of the state to grant access to land and to have adequate policies to prevent real estate speculation. The article on housing recognizes also the right to the city and the territory as a collective right that promotes sustainable and inclusive urban planning, as well as equitable access to basic services and public space. Moreover, the same article introduces a mandate for the legislators to create a national system to coordinate public policy on the realization of the right to housing and the city. I welcome these provisions and hope that it leads to an effective implementation, including through necessary reforms to the legal and judicial process and the creation of non-judicial mechanisms as appropriate. Good wishes on the struggle to secure a safe and dignified housing for all in Chile.